Alright, so the Phantom X2 Pro is the best phone Tecno has made yet. It has the most advanced camera on any Tecno smartphone, the monster performance that beats the likes of the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and the build quality is top notch too, thanks to the Gorilla Glass Victus. However, this perhaps could also compete for the most overly priced smartphone of the year. The non-pro model is priced at $720, which is $200 lesser than the Phantom X2 Pro. It means that for those in Nigeria, it will cost you about 560,000 naira for the normal version and almost 700,000 naira for the Phantom X2 Pro, which I say Wahala Pro Max. So the big question is it worth it? You see, for one thing is that the camera has improved. You now have wider aperture and larger sensor. The main camera is 50 megapixel. The retractable telescopic lens is 50 megapixel, and then you have 30 megapixel ultra wide, and up front you have 32 megapixel. With the wider aperture and larger sensor, you have two advantages for the camera. First, it takes better picture at night. Secondly, it gives natural bokeh thanks to the wider aperture and larger sensor. But in terms of performance, the Galaxy S21 Ultra is behind when you compare it to the Tecno Phantom X2 Pro. The Phantom X2 Pro is faster and better in performance and is powered by MediaTek Dimensity 9000 paired with 12 GB of RAM. So head to head with the Galaxy S22 Ultra and S21 Ultra, the Phantom X2 Pro is slightly or a leap ahead, which is a massive improvement from Tecno. Then in terms of the build quality, you now have excellence, which is Gorilla Glass Victus for the screen protection, which to me is very important. So these are the three most significant improvements Tecno made on the Phantom X2 series. However, with these improvements, is it worth their treasures amounts or is it overly priced? Now you see a lot of influencers that Tecno will use to promote the smartphone, to push it. It's normal. I already start seeing some from Europe or in Asia and America. But the truth is that those influencers on a normal day not going to use their money to buy the smartphone because they know that phone is overly priced. And then the competition, you can have other smartphones that perform better than that, like the likes of the Google Pixel 7 series, likes of iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus, likes of Vivo S90 series. So it's not a matter of influencers influencing this. It's a matter of, is there a value for the money? So not a matter of saying influencer. You see, those in Africa, in the Middle East or Asia, if the pricing is not right, the phone is not right. The phone is only right when the pricing is right. The cost and value has to be there. So right now, in terms of the Phantom X2 series, the problem is that it's highly priced, and then you can also argue it that the value for money is not there. You see, that is why likes of Xiaomi Redmi Note series and Redmi 10 or Redmi phones are succeeding, are excelling because they brings the value at a budget price, which is something that Africans and Middle East appreciate a lot. So is it that Tecno is getting, are they missing something? I don't know. But you see, when I follow up with the launch of the Phantom X series, I was expecting them to talk about the software update as well. But fortunately, there was nothing about that. Now, if you watch my Phantom X series sometime last year, before you buy your Phantom X, you're watching this video, I talked about it. Will Tecno update this phone? Somehow, over time, it could be like I correct, because up to now, those who are using the Phantom X are yet to get the Android 12. Now, Phantom X2 series are here. Android 13 is out as well, but surprisingly or unfortunately, the Phantom X2 series are running Android 12 out of the box. And still, there's no promise yet if it will upgrade to Android 13 or Android 14, because previously, the likes of the Phantom X is yet to upgrade to Android 12. So when you look at all this other dark side, remember too, there's no stereo speakers, so what you have is mono speaker. So these are some of the flaws, they are the loopholes that, you see, the pricing is screaming so loud, and the flaws too are screaming so loud. When you put hype tag, price tag on a smartphone, expectations are normally high. So that is something the Tecno marketing team has to realize, just in case they want to be the Phantom X3 next year. They should put that in their head while thinking about it. So, but one thing is this, you can't put the likes of the Tecno Phantom X2 series now. You know, if you push and go EU or America with these features missing, they won't allow the phone to be priced that high. They will regulate it to make sure say the value is there, or you make the price exceedingly low. But it seems like Africa and Middle East are like the dump ground where you just make any smartphone, put any price, and then you flip
also
it to them, right?
the
Phantom X not to get IP rating, which means no water resistance, no dust proof. So water free damage this phone. So even while Gorilla Victus is there to protect the display, the panel or the screen, if the phone fall for water, if it's this poor because there's no IP rating. And you start wondering why they can't sacrifice the 3.5 headphone jack. Because to me, actually, I thought they removed the headphone jack because they want to make it premium, like the durability, so that it will be water resistant. But if 3.5 headphone jack is out of the picture and still no IP rating, what are they thinking? I don't know. Then that's why I explained the reason why today most people are not buying refurbished iPhone or UK used Samsung Galaxy phones. And even buying those things as a second hand, they still offer more value because of the software, years of software upgrade. So really, the Phantom X2 Pro or Phantom X2 series, the improvements on camera, on performance are there. We can't deny that. But the overall assessment, it still shows that phone is lacking value. But maybe that could be because of the outrageous pricing too. Or what do you think?